Peace and blessings. I am ChiVital, aka King Chi, and I am back with another tool for your toolkits and how to create your lives. Welcome, family. Today we have our second lesson in Pranayama and Mudras, Hasta Mudras in particular. At this time, tune in, drop some hearts in the chat because y'all already know I love the love. And you can put whatever hand gestures that you want in the chat, minus anything disrespectful. I mean, that goes without saying. I don't even know why I said that for any strange person with their strange trolling behaviors who might want to do that, but it's so good. What up? What up? What's going on? So there were like a couple that I wanted to jump into as far as these forms of pranayama coupled with the mudras. The pranayama and mudra that you all are going to get today is focusing on hearing and balance. Okay? Hearing and balance. Those are the physical manifestations. And I want to also offer you all some basics on the fingers and their meanings. But we're not going to have a really long class today because the mudra that you're going to receive is a very clear transition from the first one that you had. Okay? So let me know you have your pens and your notebooks ready. Pens and your notebooks ready. What am I looking at? Okay. All right. So first, I want to just make sure y'all understand this. When you are working through these lessons, some of you get really curious and you're looking here, you're looking there. I have come across quite a few materials that appear to be professional or appear to be someone in expertise, and they're misinformation. So just keep in mind that it does not take much. There's no governing organization to determine whether this information is true or not out there. So you don't want to get yourself jacked up because these mudras and pranayama practices are very powerful and they definitely have an effect over your mind and body. So, as much as they are able to provide healing if done incorrectly, okay, they can also create blockages um, that can manifest into disease. Okay. Um, yeah. So I needed to make sure we said that. Now, how do we know that these exercises or practices are that powerful? Well, they work with the subtle energy. Okay, they work with the subtle energy. They have an effect in which they help to balance the subtle energy that moves through the nadis, nadis. Okay, most people are talking about these seven main chakras, which are nadis, but there are over 72,000 nadis in the body that are part of um, the subtle energetic body and can be influenced through different yoga postures, asanas, pranayamas, and various mudras. Mudras, and let me know if I'm going too fast, and let me know if you can hear and see me clearly. Pause. Just got to check in there. But mudras, there are various forms. In this case, we are working with hasta mudras, which means we're using hand gestures. Hand gestures. Okay, for now. Cool. I should have just, are you all ready? But you have, the pause button and you have the replay button available to you. So let's keep it moving. The movement of this energy through the nadis is important because that subtle energy is what is going to nourish the organs that they have an effect over. Okay. And then beyond the organs, they also have an effect on achieving these specific states of consciousness. Okay. In spirituality, um, in the religious context as well, in order to tap into the occult side of any form of spirituality or religious practice, one would need to reach a level of samadhi. Okay. Samadhi is a Sanskrit word, and that is like the oneness with all things in order to be able to see, like, where we're not in time and space, we're able to tap in to the force. All right. Tapping into the force. The other benefit of these mudras and these pranayama practices is that they help to eliminate negative thoughts and to increase your mood. Okay. There's so many various diseases that exist on this planet, and it has been proven time and time again that they are, for the most part, rooted in the mind. So I'm going to spend, I want you all to spend more time with this next practice, which is still based on cultivating more clarity, ability to concentrate, um, and to create stability. Okay. This mudra also is going to help to stimulate the ajna. Okay. The third eye. Okay. I want to continue further in this space because over time, in order for you to really become successful in reaping the benefits from some of the mudras that I will give you that have benefits over physical ailments, the basis and the foundation needs to be in your ability to concentrate. So it makes more sense in building up your ability to concentrate and to release all the distractions around you and to build up a practice so that when you learn another mudra coupled with a pranayama practice, you will be able to get directly into that mode, really heighten your focus and intention around what you are looking to heal with your body, and you won't be wasting time or creating further upset by easily being thrown off of your focus. Make sense? Press 1 in the chat if that makes sense, the order that we're going in. Okay. All right. Cool. So just for the forward or the beginning portion of your pranayama journal, I want you to put your hand on your journal and I want you to outline it with a pen like you're back in kindergarten, and you're going to label. All right. The thumb represents Agni. Agni. Agni, which is the fire element. All right. The forefinger or pointer finger, as we call it, right, is Vayu, which is for wind or air. All right. Oh, I wrote middle. You all already worked with Akash. Okay, and that's for ether. That's the middle finger. Okay, middle finger. Then your ring finger is Priti, which I think it's something to remember. It's like a little note. Like sometimes things come in. This is like a study session almost, right? So something to remember. And you'll remember it. I mean, it'll come back to you when we get here, right? Priti is connected to Earth, and the connection with Earth. Also, think your physical body. Also, think of physical manifestation, um, stream, and like the shining of your skin. But see, it's just so much information. It just came to mind because I'm sharing with you. Lastly, your pinky or your little finger is jal, and that's related to water. So after you write that, let me see notebooks in the chat so I can know I can move on. So we have Agni, Vayu, Akasha, Priti, and Jal. I got the all the magic for alchemy in my hands. And that you're going to carry forward with you for all of the lessons. Um, I think I'll go in. Yeah, today's not going to be the long lesson. I was about to share that with you. I get a break, get a little break because the meditation time is going to be longer. Okay. So for today, oh, y'all, I don't see any notebooks in the chat yet. So y'all not ready. Y'all still writing that down. Okay. Welcome everybody who just signed on. We are going over the instructions for the second lesson in Pranayama and Mudras. Okay. And today we are tapping into the Shunya Mudra. Okay, thank you, Electric Lioness. So with the Shunya Mudra, the difference we're going to have is we had the tip of the middle finger touching the tip of the thumb before. Now we're going to bring the middle finger to the mount of Venus, right? It's mount of Venus. And then we're going to cover it with the thumb right underneath. The camera is like flipped. Y'all, it's having my brain do too much. Okay, I want y'all to see. Can y'all see that clearly? So it's not up here on the knuckle. It's just below the knuckle. And you see where the middle finger is on the Mount of Venus. Okay? So I'm not squeezing. You don't see a bunch of tension. I'm just lightly holding it in. Okay? Now this generates mental clarity and peace. Whereas before with the Akash Mudra, right, we're like, I need space. Okay, this is I need space, and I need space to be able to observe and know what is really true to my spirit, and to increasing your intuition and your connectivity, your connection with your intuition about what is for you and how to move in that space. Now we're bringing greater mental clarity and peace around those subjects. Um, and another name for this Shunya Mudra is the Heaven Mudra. Okay, right? On the Mount of Venus, either to Venus. Um, here we go. Stimulated by fire. Okay, this mudra takes you to the heavenly realm. All right. This mudra is going to take away the dullness in your body. Like, if any of you have ever had to like lay in a hospital bed for mad long, or you were really sick and you weren't able to go outside and you kind of have like a ashiness about you, you're not very vibrant, and there's some stiffness in your body, you feel kind of numb. Um, or some folks who have gone through these long stretches of not really having any intimacy, and like your energy, just your body inside feels numb and dull. Like, blah. This mudra is going to take that dullness away. Okay? Take that dullness away. The next thing is one of the shorter treatments using this Shunya Mudra is good for earaches. Okay, and we have earaches, and most times when people have an earache, means they have an ear infection. And if you know this already, um, then you know what I'm speaking is truth. And if you don't, well, now you know. So our balance is heavily affected by the internal air. And when there is an imbalance or too much water or cloggages, blockages inside of the inner ear, the balance is thrown off. Okay. So I don't know if you have a young child, then maybe you can sit them in your lap if they're having an earache, they're experiencing some dizziness. But I always want to give you the encouragement to incorporate your children or use these types of medicines for your children before you go and load them up with, you know, Western medicine and numb them even more. All right. But for yourself, even if you're feeling some dizziness, you're feeling mentally challenged, and for some people who are experiencing some deafness, right? Because sometimes there's so much congestion that your ability to hear gets a bit muted. Okay, we're going to use this Shunya Mudra. It's quite busy outside. Pardon the background noise, y'all. Yeah. So for this particular practice, I want you to practice between the hours of 5 a.m. and 8 a.m. Okay, 5 a.m. and 8 a.m. your time. Um, and you went from 15 minutes of your breathing exercise, your pranayama. This meditation, I want you to double the time to 30 minutes. Okay? Double the time. So let's say anywhere between 5 a.m. and 9 a.m. is when you're going to do this meditation. And now you're going to be doing it for 30 minutes. Yeah, there's been a lot of buffering and stuff going on with this Wi-Fi, but it's all good. We're going to get it done. We're going to get it done and figure out how to eliminate it. So again, I'm a list. This will relieve earaches. This is going to help to relieve some deafness. So like the deafness and being mentally challenged, I want to note that it's not for someone who was born with these things. Okay. There are things that occur in life that can lead to that. So this is not if this is only if it has occurred after birth. All right. It can help to relieve motion sickness, vertigo, vertigo, dizziness, all right, and numbness in the body. Okay. The hours that I've given you are between 5 a.m. and now I said even up until 9 a.m. Okay. Last time y'all had two separate windows. This one is 5 a.m. up to 9 a.m. I'm going to give you any additional windows that are really potent for the work. So if I don't give an additional interval of time, that's why. I want you to get the best out of the practices that I'm giving you and not just, whatever suits you or whatever suits me. Like, you know, during this time, you will experience an elevation in your consciousness. I want to say this: understand that other thoughts are going to arise. Do your best not to engage with them, not to like or dislike them, not to enjoy them or to react to them with any emotion. Just allow them to arise. When you don't allow these things to arise in the way that I just stated, you will take those things that are being purged, which is part of the healing practice, the things that are being purged from your subconscious mind, so you can tap into the samadhi level of awareness, okay? You're going to end up putting them back into the subconscious, and you will not be able to actually experience the long term effects of clearing out the subconscious mind. So, whatever comes up, you don't need to do anything but let it come up and go. Okay? Um, Good question, Black Venusian. Is it okay to still do the first practice as well, or should we just focus on this one for now? It is this practice, then just focus on this one. Because this is Sunday to practice this particular exercise. And a week is not really a long time, but they're so powerful that you immediately see the results. So what is good is that okay, well, this week I'm working on this, the following week I'm working on this next one, and you can journal what you experience. And then once you get a few in your body, or you realize, oh, like I really, really want to heal myself with this particular mudra, then you continue when you're all the way clear about how one exercise affects you, and then add in another one. So, like with this, if you literally are clearing some deafness or um, some mental challenge, right? Then you already know, if you're very clear, you received very clear indications as to how the mudra and pranayama exercise had an effect on you. Then you'll be able to add this practice and see how it has an effect on you. I hope that answers your question with utmost clarity. All right, so I'm gonna let you all go. Uh, Please do watch this video again so that you have your instructions written down. It's very clear. Definitely, Moonchild, rewind it and write. Okay? All right, y'all. Peace, love, and bliss. I look forward to connecting with you all again. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.